in that bar.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's go back to Daylight, for instance. Let's talk about that a little bit. What's up with Daylight? Why don't you tell us about that?
Daylight. Daylight, I think it was the same inspiration behind Daylight. I definitely kind of got an idea from one of my favorite Caribbean songs from childhood. And, I wanted to talk about being so obsessed with somebody that, you can wake up to this person. They got to go to work, but you don't got to go to work today, babe. You can stay home with me all day till the daylight come again. So, Daylight was very personal for me because, maybe that's why I'm single right now. Maybe I've always been clingy. So Daylight was kind of my way to flip that one and make it fun and make it cute. And yeah, definitely incorporate my roots in that one as well as the first single for Jerk Sauce.
Oh wow. Okay. I do like that. Yeah, I like some of the additions, especially in the music, is that you it has that reggae flair, even if it's not a reggae song, which is really, really, really cool because I've always been a huge reggae fan. And I've always seen elements, and it's like, man, I hear stuff all the time that I'll be like, man, I could totally put that in a song. It's nice to see that fusion, you know what I mean? And to see it work so well. And it's actually you, as opposed to being forced, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is Daylight from Sade Serena. We'll be right back.
Teeth marks on the pillowcase.
Teeth marks on the pillowcase.
Fingernail marks all down your back.
Fingernail marks all down your back.
Lipstick marks all on your face. Baby, what you do to make me wanna attack?
Baby, what you do, baby?
And every time you try to leave, you're at the door. I scream your name, I want some more. Come back to bed, you can't say no, no you can't go. Every time I see you, it made me wanna kiss you. And every time I kiss you, it made me wanna touch you. Every time we touch, it made me wanna make love till the daylight come. And I want some more. Every time we touch, and it made me wanna kiss you. And every time we kiss, and it made me wanna please you. Every time we meet, boy, you know you got me screaming till the daylight come. And I want some more. Oh, please don't judge me. You should love me. My hips, they want you oh so bad. Oh, so let me grind on your body now. If I get it up, will you put it down? If I throw it back, will you make me proud? Do you like it like that? Oh, and every time you try to leave, you're at the door. I scream your name, I want some more. Come back to bed, you can't say no, no you can't go. Every time I see you, it made me wanna kiss you. And every time I kiss you, it made me wanna touch you. Every time we touch, it made me wanna make love till the daylight come. And I want some more. Every time we touch, and it made me wanna kiss you. And every time we kiss, and it made me wanna please you. Every time we meet, boy, you know you got me screaming till the daylight come. And I want some more. Is it wrong that all I wanna do is lay around and make sweet love to you? Oh, tell me, baby, am I wrong if I wanna love you up and love you down all day long to this song? Yeah. Every time I see you, it made me wanna kiss you. And every time I kiss you, it made me wanna touch you. Every time we touch, it made me wanna make love till the daylight come. And I want some more. Every time we touch, and it made me wanna kiss you. And every time we kiss, and it made me wanna please you. Every time we meet,
So now, I wanted to mention and say, we've kind of gone and talked about what you've done in the past, which, I mean, that in itself is a really nice career for a lot of artists. What do you see in your future?
Most importantly, I definitely see myself somehow giving back to the youth, whether that's, coaching young girls or what have you. I definitely want to give back in some way and use whatever success or fame that I can gain from my music and just my hand in this industry overall. I definitely want to use that platform to do great things and give back. I also want to see myself in movies. I want to see myself definitely acting again because I kind of took a little hiatus from that. I just see myself continuing what I'm good at, just getting that music out there, just recreating myself, which I feel like is so important, just on a whole, period. And yeah, I see great things for my future. I do.
Okay, I do as well. Now, you touched on acting, and you say you're getting back to acting. Is getting away from acting something that happened because you get busier as a musical artist, or is it just kind of something you just kind of what happened to acting for you? Was there some reason that you walked away or kind of stepped away a little bit?
I wouldn't say I stepped away. I would say that the music has definitely been my focal point lately. Getting it right and just honing that particular craft. Because I know that I can jump behind a camera and read, at any given point. I don't really have to think too much with that. But with music, it's constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. And I feel like it's something that requires my constant attention. But acting hasn't stopped for me. It's just I want to get back into it as soon as possible. Especially after, this new EP comes out. Because I think it'll be a good wave for me.
And like I said, when you mention acting, you're not mentioning the acting because obviously doing your videos, that's just natural. But I mean, you're talking about bigger productions, movies. Because honestly, I can imagine the video for Dumb, and I could see there's probably going to be a little bit of acting in there. If not from you, some of the guys that might be playing roles in that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I see something like that for sure. Like, I don't know how I'm going to figure that out and formulate it, but I'm telling you, like, it's definitely going to be hilarious. Because, I mean, I want it to be fun, just like the song, so it has to be. But yeah, I mean more towards like what I did before. My BET movie percentage that I have on in my bio right now on my Instagram. I have definitely been looking back on that and just enjoying being a part of, a list of, great actors that I grew up on. Cameron, Macy Gray. It was co-directed by Queen Latifah. I grew up on these people. So, I mean, I kind of just want to see myself in that avenue very, very soon because, it's just something that I love to do. It's fun.
Yeah, I like the reference to Queen Latifah, especially as an artist, because she is so well-rounded. I mean, doing everything from rapping to singing to acting, both on stage and on the screen, and as well as being an activist and
exactly.
Also being a mouthpiece. She is definitely ever since the beginning, I have always been a fan of hers and the Flavor Unit. I mean, man, yeah, Queen Latifah, I shouts out to Dana Owens. She's doing her thing, and you know what I'm saying. So definitely, in that same vein, I could see you coming along and being in the industry for just as long, if not longer. So I do wish you well. I do wish you well with that.
I really appreciate that.
Now I have a question I ask everybody, and this question is kind of funny sometimes because it's basically it's what 3 things will you not leave home without? And let me just state. And the reason I asked that is because, and the first time I asked it, the question popped up because my segment is called 20 Qs with Hugh. So I basically write 20 questions out. Well, the reason that question popped up was because one of my earlier guests, and this is years ago when I first started my podcast, I got to 19 and couldn't find a 20th question. So, and I'm just being honest, and this is the first time actually that I've admitted it, but the cool thing about that question is that when it rolled off, the artist that I had, because I've done filmmakers, it was just kind of funny because the artist ended up going with it and answered it. But instead of going with your typical answer like, my wallet, my cell phone, it's always a different answer. And I thought it's such a basic question. I was like, yeah, this question, I'll never use it again. And I've had everybody I've even had a horror filmmaker. And I mean, one of his was Fake Blood. Jake Aldridge, he has headaches. He carries water. I always have a music player with me, whether it has a battery charger or whether it's charged or not. Sometimes I don't realize that, but I carry it for the sake of letting people hear it. So it's just kind of funny that this question has evolved, and it's actually sometimes one of my favorite questions. I love everything, but it's just funny because some of the responses aren't so typical. So just getting back to that, what 3 things will you not leave home without?
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Okay. Well, one for sure is a snack because I love my belly. Okay, I leave with at least an Airhead or like I'm a big fan of like Sour Patches or something like that. So shout out to anybody that wants to get me candy. I would say the second most important thing would have to be a charger because I'm always and forever on my phone. And for some reason, I wait until it's actually on 1% to get off of it. My third thing would be... Oh, God, I don't want to be so cliche.
Well, see, the first 2 were so perfect because, like I said, and that's why it's so funny because so many people say cell phone. Even I will say cell phone. And I'm the first one to always have a dead cell phone. But do I ever think of having a charger? Not often. So you just set the bar.
No, because literally I've been asked out, excuse my French, on many occasions for not having my charger. But the last thing I would say is some smell goods because, I'm literally just running around all day. So yeah, I like to smell good. So some smell goods.
Well, that's part of, I think that's actually pretty cool as well because particularly people like Erykah Badu and things, and like, I'm even into incense, and it's like smells are huge. Sometimes when I can get, just upset about something, and I can smell patchouli, and it takes me back. Or I can smell, I'm into oils. Well, it's certain oils that kind of take me back to different times. Sandalwoods, I'm real fond of.
I agree.
And so I catch those smells sometimes, and it's like immediately whatever I'm facing or dealing with, it just kind of transforms and I'm able to go to another place. So it's real nice. So the fact of smell goods, just as a byproduct is nice.
Sense creating
that image.
Yeah.
People, you have to lead. When you enter a room, there's Sade Serena. So that smell coming in is like, oh man, there she is. I know who that is. You know a pretty woman is about to walk in because you smell that scent.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no matter what, that image, it passes your eyes. So even when you smell that, no matter what she actually looks like when you see her, you've already got a preconceived notion by what your nose already saw.
I like how you dissect every bit of my madness, Hugh. Thank you so much for that.
Well, you do have to understand, like, I mean, it's kind of, it's how my mind works, even my name, Hugh Izzy. I've had several monikers over the years, Griffin Gray, Miaz. I mean, I'm into names and I'm into things that mean stuff. Mm-hmm. But Hugh Izzy is a representative because I've had so many different names. And that's pretty much what it is.